Hello once again, witchy people, welcome back to my channel and the Covenstead. So a couple more decks to go through. Now these are, I remember I may have shown you, I know I've shown you these before, the Whispering Woods. I think partly the reason why I first fell in love with this is, I don't know if you can see, there's a little deer on the front cover. And they are basically draw a card a day sort of thing, and they're really cute, they're really sweet, and I found them very easy to work with. They, if you're a bit low on inspiration for a day, they certainly do give you that little bit of inspiration. And once again, as with many of my decks, they are by Rockpool Publishing. Jessica Leigh, so Jessica Lee but with an L-E there. Focus, focus, focus. That's Enchanting Secrets from the Forest, and I'm guessing maybe that she did the artwork. So I was looking through, it's a couple of months ago now, and I found a couple more decks that for some reason really called to me, and I don't know why, because in general I don't like decks with human figures represented on them very much, and I'm not that keen on flowery things. Though I did in Dorchester the other day buy a flowery scrapbook pad. Need tea. So pop that back there. I have unwrapped this one. I haven't opened it. I have just unwrapped this one a few moments ago. So let's go through the language of flowers. And this is Sherilyn Darcy. Loving support from the wisdom of nature. And it just says, select a card each morning when you are seeking help, confirmation or inspiration, or to give you a little guidance. I like this sort of like glossy black and with the colour of the flowers on. I do like that contrast. So, oh, they are, oh, I like. So it gives you the Latin name of the flower and a picture of the flower, obviously, what it represents, so like grounding, spirituality, awareness, that sort of thing, and a small quote, it is time to connect with what you believe is African violet. So I don't know how many cards are in here actually, 40. African violet, agapanthus, I love agapanthus, anemone, azalea, belladonna. That's not belladonna. That's stargazer lilies. That's not belladonna. Okay. It says Atropa belladonna at the top. That is not how I see belladonna. That to me looks like stargazer lilies. But perhaps, well, my belladonna didn't go like that anyway. Oh, I'm being picky now, aren't I? Bird of Paradise, bluebell. Oh, I love bluebells. I've got some bluebells now in the garden. Cactus flower. Calla lily. Oh, one of my favourites as well. I love lilies, calla lilies. Camellia. Crocus. I also got lots of crocus in the garden right now. Cyclamen. Now they've got here resignation, say goodbye to what you no longer need. A cyclamen is actually seen as a representative of death and for grieving. Yeah, so, okay, everlasting daisy. Forget-me-nots, I also love forget-me-nots, they remind me of my father. Foxgloves, fuchsia, gardenia, geranium. Okay, yeah, that could be geranium. A type of geranium. Heartsease, which obviously we know as pansies. Heliconia. And I've forgotten what we call that. It's not heliconia. Jonquil, which is a type of narcissi type of daffodil. Lenten rose, which is also known as the Christmas rose. and hellebore. We call them hellebores. Or hellebore. Hellebore. Mexican marigolds. Moth orchid. It's quite pretty. Nasturtium. Orange blossom. Peony, which is Miss Lizzie's favourite. Peruvian lily. Oh, what do we call those? Alstroemeria. Alstroemeria. Peruvian lilies. Well, I never knew they were called Peruvian lilies. Look at that. Pitcher plant. They freak me out a little bit. I got to admit. Red rose. I mean, I like red roses. Statice, which is I've forgotten what it's called. We don't call it statice or statich. I don't know, statice. Oh, here we go. Limonium sinuatum. So yeah, lemon weed, lemongrass. I have no idea, but we don't call it statice. Stephanotis, which looks like Weigelia there, but yeah, very quite a scented flower. Stock. I prefer night scented stock. Sunflower. Sweet Alyssum. Tiger lily. Tuberose. White carnation. Wisteria. Oh, what a lovely card. Wisteria. It looks almost like a photograph. And zinnia. And the dogs are annoying my husband. So that's, I'm not going to read them out what they are, but I'm going to, like I said, just show you quickly what they look like. And yes, I think partly the reason why I bought these was because it had sort of like a little bit about each flower. So it was a way of learning for me about perhaps the correspondences of some of the flowers. Sorry about the light, but right there, or shortly afterwards, is when my overhead camera decided it didn't want to work anymore. So I will do a review of these Avalon Magic cards at a later date when I have either a new camera or get my old overhead camera to start working. It is old. It's a bit dilapidated, a bit like me. So there we go. The Language of Flowers. I don't know if I ever went through Whispering Woods with you, but all I can say is that the backs are all the same and the fronts just have the words on, so you kind of like just pick a card. I know the Avalon Magic ones, every single back of the card is different. And if I knew more about the history of Avalon, I would know more about what to tell you about the cards. But I don't, so I won't. So yes, these will be at a later date. But for now, that was the Language of Flowers. And I don't have many more decks left to show other than ones that I have had for years. Which I'll go through if you want me to at some point. Like I said, I've got Literary Witches, Animal Wisdom, Fairies, Wild Magic. Yeah, I've got a lot. Ravens. Did I mention Literary Witches? Yeah, I love them. So there we go. I do have a lot of tarot decks, even though I don't do tarot very well. But obviously, since I've had my new deck, which can teach me how to do tarot, whilst I do tarot, that might be better. Anyway, rambling on again. That was the Language of Flowers, and I shall be back, oh crikey, very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, oh witchy people. Bye for now.